Now you can sit down into a comfortable position. Any position. Of course, it's better with your back straight. That will help you. Or a position that you will be able to easily bring up this feeling of happiness, of joy, of loving kindness. And it's much easier when we feel at ease, when we feel comfortable. And now you can take a few deep breaths just to settle. Not really paying attention to the breath, but really just calming down. Whatever happened in the past belongs to the past. What happens in the future has not yet come. And we don't need to think about it right now. And now the more tranquil, the calmer we become, the more we become aware of our body, of how it feels to have a body. And notice if there's any tension in your body. Now, if there's tension, relax it. Release the tension. And at this point, you can also bring up a smile. A smile of tranquility, a smile of contentment. Just being happy with this. Just a little smile. And when you feel that you're ready, when you feel that you're settled in, you can bring up this feeling of loving kindness into your heart. The feeling of loving kindness is very similar to the feeling of happiness. In fact, they are almost the same. And to help bring in that feeling, you can remember a place that you really like, whether it's in nature or somewhere that feels good to you, somewhere you feel at home, you feel at ease. It could be by the river, on the riverbank, with the water just slowly moving down, and the trees swaying in this slight breeze. We've all had these moments where everything seemed to fall into place perfectly, when the light was just perfect and the temperature was ideal. And often these times are in nature. Remember a time like that. Remember how good it felt, how peaceful it felt. this peaceful silence, when everything feels good. There's this joy that comes up, this happiness, this tranquil, serene happiness. Bring this feeling up into your heart. And you might notice that this feeling naturally is radiating. It wants to spread out. It's like the sun. It is concentrated somewhere, but it's emanating in the entire universe. It has a center into your heart, but it wants to spread. And now you can feel that loving kindness, that happiness spread into your entire body. This tingling, loving light finding its way in every part of your body. Now what we are doing with this metta, this loving kindness, is that we are training ourselves to develop this feeling. It is a mental training. In fact, this loving kindness meditation is called Mettā-Bhāvanā in Pali, which means the cultivation of loving kindness. And the more we develop it, the better we get at it. That is just the Dhamma. That is how it works. And without forcing too much, and if we see that we begin to force or put in a little too much effort, we can just relax. Relax the tension and smile again and come back to the loving kindness. And you might notice that every time you release and relax the tension that comes from putting in too much effort, the loving kindness expands. It has more room to grow. There is a particular relationship between relaxing the tension and developing the loving kindness. They go hand in hand. And now you might notice that this feeling inside your entire body wants to spread out even further. Don't resist it. Allow it to expand at its own rate. It doesn't matter. We are just kindling that feeling. And soon enough you might feel like filling the entire room or the entire area, in front, in the back, to your left and to your right, above and below, around, everywhere. With a boundless mind, cultivating loving kindness for the entire universe. Without hostility, without ill will. This is what we call one of the celestial abidings. Loving kindness, compassion, joy, and steadiness of mind. And this is one of them. And continue in this way for as long as it feels good, for as long as you want. And remember, this is a mental training. At the beginning it might feel a little awkward, but sooner or later we get better at it, and better and better. And it becomes very natural, and it becomes a very natural response to everything that happens to us in our everyday life. And this is highly beneficial for you and for everyone around you. Keep developing that loving kindness in all directions. Boundless, open. Sukhi hotu, sukhi hotu. Be happy, be happy, be happy.